Okay, hello. I just feel like coming on here. Like I just literally set up my phone, press record. Like as you can see, sorry, just looking at me. I wanted to come on here because I was gonna do a weekly reading today, but I was like, I don't feel like doing that today. I don't feel that energy. I don't. Yeah, I know. I just feel like not even doing my own schedule. Not even doing like I literally still have like my pipe and stuff out. Like, but I wanted to come on here because I've been getting this rebellious energy. And for me, this is happening again. I've always been a rebel in a sense. When my mom would do like praise dance practice, because she was a dance teacher, I would be somewhere else, doing something else. When it was time to take a nap in school, I would be reading the books. When it was time to be like, you should do this because it's just like, but why? But why? I've always had this but why attitude. I'm going to do the opposite of what you tell me because it's the norm, right? And that gets me thinking a lot of things are the norm now, right? The thing about before it was the norm, before it was the go to thing. Before it was the go to. Lots of things are now the norm. Shit, women wearing bathing suits on the beach, not full turpas or whatever, is now the norm. It's now sold that way. So it's like I feel like we're all jumping on this wavelength of I am creating something that is normal for me, something that should be accepted just because it hasn't been accepted, just because it hasn't been thought of, just because it hasn't been done before this way. I want to do it this way. I'm going to set it up this way. I'm going to plan it this way. And that's just how it's all going to work. Like, screw my home plan. Like, the goal has not moved, but like, I want to do something different. I want to shake it up, go against the grain, go against this mode. And I'm really feeling that energy very strong, like to the point, like I said, I just hopped on here. It was just like, I was going to set it up, finish this and that. But it was just like, no, it's like, it's a captivating heat, a captivating flame. It's like you eat spicy food. It's like it's spicy, but it has that flavor that makes you keep coming back, right? And that's kind of how this rebellious energy is feeling very strongly. It's like your flavor is coming back. Your teenage rebellion, your younger rebellion, even that, whatever it is, you're calling it back to you. You are aligning yourself with your higher ascension, with your higher thoughts, with your higher movements. Bless my soul. All these thoughts and all these things and taking it in. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that because it's supposed to be set up this way. This is like lots of things. It's just like you are truly bucking the system, getting rid of the system, getting rid of those thoughts of feeling like you have to fit into a mode that even you previously put yourself in. That even you previously thought that you had to stay in, that you had to excuse me, that you felt like if you differed from it, people would see, oh, you changed. Yes. If you are around me and I have not changed in any time period that you have known me, I have not grown, I have not made mistake, anything. If none of that has happened, then baby, I have not grown. I have not changed. I have not shifted. There are so many things happening. And I love that saying. One of my favorite isms or sayings is you learn something new every day. And you truly do learn something new every day as long as you're willing to accept and receive different perspectives on the same thought. Even when you're watching a movie or a show and you like talking afterwards and you're like, that's what you thought? See, when that situation happened, I thought they meant this. It's even when you're watching and doing the same thing, those thoughts are different. And I feel you really tapping into and pushing in on that. Like, yes, my thoughts have to be different. I have to bring something different to the conversation, more to the table. I'm there in advance. Just, I want to push the terms of so many things, of so many words, of so many actions from and to so many people because, yes, that's just how it's supposed to work. So, feeling all this energy, spirit, I was just like, tap it out. Just set it up real quick. And so that's what I did, and I'm really feeling that strongly for you guys. That is really good. And I'm like, should I pull cards of just feeling the channel is so strong of I'm ready to go against the grain. I'm ready to try something different, try something new. And it's reminding me of watching High on the Hog a while ago. I need to watch it again, really good. But how they literally had to build rice fields in Carolina, which is not a place that rice should be grown. Like, this is not, rice is not indigenous to here. But bring that over and having to create those fields, it's literally going against the grain, and it's changing nature, it's restructuring nature, right? It's like a rose going through the concrete, right? It's like what was meant to stop it or change it for people can walk is now flowers, even weeds, right? If we're thinking about dandelions, technically they're considered weeds, but when it came down to it, that became a dandelion salad out of poverty, out of necessity, things that people squander or kind of look away or don't give a second guess to can be truly utilized in all aspects of self. And it reminded me because I was writing poetry yesterday, and I was rewriting some stuff, rereading some stuff, and it's just a lot of things are very present and hitting in plain sight. Things just like, I didn't even think if it was right there in front of me all alone. And I feel like with this rebellious energy, this alchemist energy, this changing, jumping timelines energy, this shifting of mindset, of body language, of the way that you communicate with the world and yourself. It is changing for an ulterior motive of the good, right? And you're recognizing how bountiful that is and how powerful that is for you in so many relations and aspects of the word, excuse me. uh, and just being able to revel in that. And I'm feeling that so strong. You're just like, I am not having these continuous thoughts for a reason. I'm not like, you know what? If I'm waiting on somebody to give me a yes, I'll be waiting for forever. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to act with it. I'm just going to put it out there. It's like when artists leak their music or, drop it out. It's just like, you know what? The way that you keep trying to hold back my voice, my energy, my power, my essence, my shit, hold back my mistakes, hold back my accountability, all of these things. Like, I'm not sweeping it under the rug. I'm not tossing out old clothes just to get new ones and still not feeling the same. I am not creating something where it just only benefits the norm and only benefits society. Because right now, what is happening in the norm, especially in the US, is not benefiting society at all, in the least bit. And it's like, this is what happened when we all were going with the norm. This is what we got. This is our end result. Look at our fucking president. Look at those things. So just like, this is what happens when everybody goes with the norm. We have to change something. We have to show that, and that's just on that scheme of things and that self. So you're also taking a close look at your life, like, what have I been doing consistently? And it reminds me of that episode off of My Little Pony, because yes, if you don't know me, I fuck with that show. Love that show. That has my heart. But it's Applejack, and she has like a long list of chores that she has to do. And she's supposed to be spending time with Rarity. And she keeps like missing the appointments at the spa or coming in late or things of that sort. And so there's like a moment where it's like a little bit close to the end of the episode where she's at the spa and there's a long line to get into the sauna. But everybody's waiting, and so it has to take time. And so they figure out the issue with that. And she was like, Applejack was like, sometimes you just keep doing something, you get so used to it that you don't even realize where you can make adjustments to make it for the better so that people aren't waiting in long line, right? You have to get hot towels consistently while they're out there waiting. And then that's also doing the dryer. So then it's like, Rarity was like, well, what about you? Are you doing anything that you necessarily don't need to do anymore? So they go back, they look at her list. She's like, see, I open the gate, and let them know, like, hey, it's safe before I get the food because it used to squeak, but it doesn't speak anymore because I fixed it. She was naming stuff. She was like, well, then you don't have to do that anymore. And so they go down a little, I call them 80s montages of like going through the list and fixing things. I said all this to say it's sometimes taking that second look at things. Like I said, I go through just like, oh, I should do this and this, and maybe I'll put some cards. But the spirit was just like, poke the camera and start, because this is, you just get it out there. And sometimes it is going against something that feels like it's a structure, right? Feels like it's a routine, feels like it leads to your discipline. And sometimes it holds you back from the motivation that can lead to better discipline, lead to you showing up better for yourself, showing up better in your life, for your progress and what you want to do and why you want to do it. So being able to take that in and recognizing that, you're like, huh, I didn't, wake up this morning and meditate, but I did go ahead and wake up and just start sewing because I felt it. And I didn't feel like I neglected myself. I felt even more. It's things in that, and obviously you can meditate and knit, because there's different types of way of meditating. It is not just limited to just sitting there and being calm. I dance meditate. And again, that is another thing of leading back unto recognizing within yourself, I do this for this. I don't do that for that. For me to get hyped for my readings, to get my energy enough to pull and channel in for a collective, I listen to music. I'm not listening like Shadow Chakra. I'm listening to my Megan Thee Stallion. I'm listening to my Tins. I'm listening to my Miguel. I'm listening, like I'm getting myself in a continuous warmth of energy because I love to dance. I love to sing. That makes you feel more connected, not just me, but the universe, so to speak. So it's like, yes, that is exactly what I do. And you're recognizing those things within yourself. I do this and it allows me to do this. Some people do need to wake up at 4 in the morning. Some people work better out waking up at noon. It's changing those structures of being a rebel with a cause, a rebel with a goal. You're going against something that will make you more seen as yourself because you're not seen as going in and being like everyone else, because you're not like everyone else. And you're tapping into and recognizing that even more with more enlightenment, more closeness that you have with you. Like, say, you're like, I'm taking this in. And recognizing this, and I'm going to move forward. So many things, like that works out for you, that works great for you, that does not work great for me. I need to do this. Why are we doing this? Why are we acting this way? Why are we acting like this? Okay, something needs to give. This is what has been going on when I've been going with the norm. When I've been listening to Eddie and everybody's yeses. It's like I've been waiting on an answer. And I feel like you guys have kind of been waiting on an answer to move, to act, to do something. And it's just a sense of, like, as quickly as I set it up, just as soon as you feel that calling, feel that energy, feel that urge to do it. I was listening to music today, and it was that one, I think it's One Republic, but it's, you try your best, but you don't succeed. Right? It's that song, and that's kind of, it's like, you get what you want, but not what you need. And I feel like you're recognizing that what you truly want is what you need. Those two things can be synonymous. They most definitely can be synonymous. Like, I don't have to, like, I need food, yes, but I want this to eat for food. And I want this for groceries. I want this. It's like, even record, like, what I want is what I need. And being able to take that in and recognize that. Like, so many people, and it's so funny, I had a conversation the other day when I got taken to a park, like a park scenery. I don't know, we've seen animals and shit. It was amazing. Learned so many things. Like, I did not know that where I live in Arizona, that trees have sap. And it made me like, trees of course have sap, but I didn't know that. Like, it's dry as fuck. You didn't even know that they can have that. So finding that out, again, learning something new every day. But this dude, this man, that we kept trying to lead the conversation, but He named his dog Renegade, but the renegades that he named, he just like two black women. Why are you telling us about Thomas Jefferson? Bye. See you later. But it's this energy of changing something, changing the scale of something. Yes. And making a shift, making a move. Right? I just took what I needed out of that conversation. And that's what you're recognizing. I'm just gonna take what I need because it's also what I want. It's pushing me towards more what I want and my desires. It's allowing that. You know, even just thinking about the conversation, just like some people, and I was on with a friend, I was like, some people, want a car, like that works better for me. I'll buy a home before I buy a car. And I'm not a person who wants to buy a home. But that works better for me because I'm not just in the shop, but I'm very much a homebody. I enjoy being home. I cultivate my space so that it is enjoyable. It is fun. It is warm. But I don't mind catching like an Uber or a bus or a Lyft or things of that sort. It's just like I don't mind that either because when I do go out, I've budgeted and saved for that. I have, so just it works out. But people are like, no, I need a car. I want to be able to do this. It gives me the freedom. Just like, but I have freedom in a different way, and they have freedom in a different way. And you're continuously recognizing that, like, what people feel like I should do doesn't matter to me. And you're being okay with saying things like if that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't resonate with me. I don't want to do that. No, we aren't cool. Whatever it is, you aren't being comfortable with saying and feeling and acting out on those things because it is for you. And you recognize like, yeah. But it's also bringing around people that I always say if self-love and perseverance, that is something that I speak highly among my friends, my family. Like that is, when I talk to my mom, I'm like, well, you're in this situation. Shauna, what do you think you should do? How do you think you should feel? What is going on? Because right now, all the outside factors, it's what you're putting on yourself. Nobody's putting those outside factors on you. You are willingly accepting them. She's like, you're right. I can. I'm like, you also, we're all grown right now, so you ain't got to deal with kids. Like, you have to actively make a decision for yourself. So what decision are you making for yourself? Or what decision are you just allowing to be made for you? So it's coming into the recognition of, yes, being a rebel in my life is me just actually living it, which leads to the card of I'm actively living the life I love. Like I said, if you're choosing to be and act this way, you are recognizing again possibly what the norm has gotten you. When I go out, and I used to have a friend, and when men would approach me, and I just like, but the way I would act, I'm a no bullshit type person. I don't care who the fuck it is. I'm a no bullshit type person. Like, I love a good, but just the flirting just, and she was like, that was so mean. You were so mean. She'd say, I'm just like, then I'm not. Because the ones that got it, the ones that, could talk. And then afterwards, it's like, we having a great, like, you are an amazing person to talk to you. Man, woman, or they, them. Women I typically didn't have a problem with, like flirting with. But anyway, this the men. The way that they approach it, just, how many times have you said this? And I feel like you're also recognizing that too. Like, I'm not being mean. I'm just being me. And the people that not necessarily, I don't even want to say can take that, but that's what I say, can take that, they want to be around that without it being a disruption to themselves. Thank you, Spirit. That are able to be around that without it being disrupted to themselves can and will be. Because there were men, women, and my non-binaries. They're my favorite. That were able to, that they recognized I wasn't being mean, I wasn't being harsh. It was just they were expecting me to be something that I wasn't. I'm not going with the norm. Well, if y'all like this and this, I'm not going to act like this and this because that's not me. So, and they soon recognize that, like, oh, okay, all right, I get it. Because it's what makes and works for me. That works for you. That gives you exactly what you want, But I don't want that. because what I want is also my need. So again, you're actively living the life that you love. And you are, when those moments happen where you either speak up for yourself and you're being honest with yourself, you're learning something, you're enjoying something, shit, you just had a good night's rest, and you wake up, you are recognizing, like, man, I love my life. These are the moments I'm holding on to. These are the moments I enjoy. This is what I'm taking in. And it's taking that to the 10th degree because it is inspiring other people. It is allowing them to just be so openly expressive and vulnerable. And I'm getting the, like, what is that movie, The Invention of Lying or The Start of Lying, whatever that is, where the movie where nobody, like, it was genetic makeup that nobody lied, and then somebody lied to help their mom because she was dying. Like, this is where you go, and everybody believed it because nobody lies. And it's giving that energy, not of lying, but of changing our dynamic and inspiring other people to change and believe and feel that dynamic and move and act and be in a certain way of being like, okay, yeah, let me do that. Not with the lying, but just being open and vulnerable and sharing that, creating something that is profound, you know, and being able to revel in that fact and move in that fact. It says, I don't want your drama or situation. Yeah, you are recognizing what is and isn't working for you. Like I said, if you was waiting on anybody for a yes, you'll be waiting on somebody for, I really got to find that black soul. And I listen to his music so much. Even go to his actual, discography, discography. What is it called? The music ish. And I just hit shuffle on YouTube, and the song don't be fine. It's like, is this, did he really make this song? Even on SoundCloud, I couldn't find it. Which is hilarious because you got Maker finish that playlist. But this pertains to this. Like, did I not see it? So, Maker finish that playlist for sure, but you are recognizing what you want, deserve, need, and desire. And that they all need to align. You're like, my business is my pleasure. Taking that in. And so I don't want your drama or situation. It's like, I don't want to be where you are. I don't want to have to deal with what you dealt with. I don't want your blessings even. I'm feeling like you're like, I don't want your blessings. I don't want your joy. I don't want your man. What does she say? I don't want your problems. I don't want their problems. It's like, I don't want what you have because what you have is what you wanted. You know what I mean? It's what you desired. It's what you worked for, prayed for, cultivated, kept, held on to, whatever. Like, I don't want that because who knows what the fuck that came with. And if I gotta go through that and I'm only seeing the outcome of it and not even the background of it, kind of like this Maker finish that playlist, the background of what came with cultivating such music, with cultivating it, like, it's like I'm seeing a DJ, DJs, they have to not only be in tune with themselves, very confident in themselves, to know that they can make a good ass playlist, to make good ass music, and no matter who's in the room. But they also know that they can change it up for the scenery they're setting, depending on what it is, right? Maybe not. I think it's maybe not. Because why would we? Why are we doing that? Thank you, Spirit. I say, to recognize it, the sound and the amplification of it, right? To be able to hold on to so many people while still being themselves, right? Captivating it. Because when you create a playlist, for a certain mood, for a certain energy, you're selecting these songs. You're making sure that they flow in some sort of way. Me, I don't care. I'm just adding to the playlist. DJs though, it flows in a certain way that can blend and work with each other. That you're not getting out of a song too quickly. That people fuck with, to go into a song that's like, huh, okay. But you are able to have a balance of both, like, hey, they leaving this song, but then they put on another song. It's like, hey, it's almost that energy of being able to cultivate something that continues to entrance people, intrigue people, and it's all while being themselves. It's all while taking the time to listen to the tones, the bass, the vibration of it all, to put out that frequency. And that's the energy, kind of like I said, with the invention of lying. You're putting out an energy of changing something, moving something, shifting something. And it has shifted mentally for you, profoundly for you. Speaking of car, I just got my dream car. Okay. Okay. We're just talking about something that makes you feel that freedom. Maybe you need it and want it. There you go. So it's, again, it's, say it with vigor. You can't really see it, but that's why you gotta say it with vigor. Sometimes, like I said, the things that you want are hidden in plain sight. And that's right next to I don't want your drama situation. It's like, this is great that you have this. I can want something similar to it, but I want it my way. I don't know if that's right. You see it in the commercials, it's fucking hilarious. Um, but just being able to take that in and say it with vigor, with this gusto, this, again, this vibration, this movement that is so sure of yourself. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta, spirit gotta tell you to move it. Move them cards. All right, well, yeah, this is funny. I heard, listen to the song today. This is why you gotta listen to Spirit. I didn't shuffle. I just, Spirit told me to pick up some cards. Not those, not those. Grab it. I call it a witch's pool, or witch's spread. I just kind of grab it. But anyways, again, just following that intuition, following that gut, following that instinct, going against the grain is going even more into yourself. Well, we got Just for Fun by Beyonce and Willie Jones. I was literally listening to that today, but that's right across from the make or finish that playlist. Like I said, it doesn't have to be in synchronicity. I have so many playlists. I wonder, my phone's up in here. Um, actually, I can grab my phone up here. Okay. So just to show, let's turn my brightness all the way up. Okay. Library. Playlist. Well, I literally have so many playlists. And they all have, obviously, I do some based on my sign, some of them are not. But yeah, we're not even at the end yet. So it's okay with tapping into different means and modes of yourself. You are quite multifaceted. You have a lot more going on than just what meets the eye. You have a lot more going on than just shadow periods. When you are healing, when you are learning, when you maybe even regress or repress, whatever it is, at all moments, you have to remind yourself, I am me. Am I where I want to be or need to be? Maybe, but I'm still me. I'm going to have to get myself in and out of this, whether I accept support or not, whether I say it with vigor or not, whether I change the means or mode or not. I have to be with and of me at all times. So I have to recognize that I am me at all times. I may not even have the best thoughts. I may not even have the best actions, but that's where accountability comes in. That's where just alleviating those, just like letting them ebb and flow, whatever it is. But you are you at all times, at all moments in itself. So it's better to get to know and recognize yourself now It's weird to say, and it's so weird to get to recognize yourself now and understand yourself. So that way, when you are that rebel, you are in the spotlight, almost like a DJ. People are looking at you. I don't go out as much as I used to in like 2021. I was going out a little bit more 2022. But I don't know. I realized like I like listening to my own music and dancing, but I'll go out every now and again. But when DJs play certain artists, I don't dance. I don't move. Why are we playing them? Why are they? And they are so discography. It is discography. Thank you. Why are they even in why are they in this mashup? There are so many artists out there. They ain't even gotta be indie. They ain't even gotta be SoundCloud. They are just artists out there, period, that are well known and mainstream. You say, why is this person in your selection? And why are you fuckers dancing? It's taking that energy of recognizing I'm not going to do this because everybody else is doing it. And I'm not even say something like it, and I'm going to stare down the DJ. Like, I'm not moved. Now I'm feeling like I'm in Sunday service because I got to preach to you. But yes, and we have right next to I got my dream card to I expect miracles, I attract miracles, I create miracles, and I accept miracles. And then on the back we have I am a miracle. Right? I'm here a miracle whip. I love it. But you are entrancing yourself and others in your own beauty, in your own ideas, in your own actions, in your own ways of thinking. You are like, I don't even know if there was a box to begin with to be thinking outside of. I'm just doing it, you know? And I like to say there's nothing new under the sun but how it's done. There are lots of revolutions, there are lots of changes, there are lots of laws, but there's nothing new under the sun but how it's done, how it's changed, how it's accepted, how it's enacted upon, how it's forced, whatever it is that revelation of that for you. And being able to truly not disguise it anymore, but to take it in and recognize if people aren't seeing it, if people aren't seeing it, there's nothing I can say to that. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can say to that. I wish this was coffee, but it's fucking lemonade. I didn't get any coffee filters. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Yeah, this was good. I feel the energy winding down, which is feel the channeling slowing down. Getting there. I'm gonna take these. We have shit. I am optimistic and positive for my future and now. I'm optimistic and positive for my future and now. Yeah. You are, like I said, actively making changes, making shifts, making movements, and you're not being so agreeable. I was watching Bridgerton the other day. Yes, watching it. And she said, I'm only agreeable because I'm easily adjustable. I can adjust to things. And it's kind of like almost that energy. It's like I'm not agreeable in the way that you think, but I can adjust. I'm still gonna do me. Still gonna live my life. Still gonna have the way that I need to. And for some people, they are seeking and looking for that. Ooh. You ever, when you're channeling, if anybody other card readers out there, if you're channeling, sometimes you're just so in the mood in the moment, it's like your eyes are not even your eyes sometimes. I was just talking about this. It's intriguing other people. I love and am in love with my partner. And it's that realization of that as well, of just being optimistic for you and your future, which is funny because when I said this, I was like, I don't want your situation, I don't want your man. So it could have been something like that where it's like, I am never wanted that. I want my own, you know? No, I want my own. The love that you are getting, it's not going to be the love that I want or need to get. So again, taking that into account and into your mind, right? We have incense, a lot more fresh air in your life, a lot more cleansing, a lot more, like I said, you are mentally, because incense is air, that air energy, you are clearing a lot of this mental struggle. Just under control was staring at me when I was shuffling the cards, but you are releasing the stronghold on your mind. And for me, the reason why I say swords, which I'm probably cards from here too. Thank you, Spirit. The reason why I say swords, oh fuck. Oh shit. Okay. These headphones, the reason why I did this, because these headphones, you touch them. They are like, as soon as you touch them, you ain't even just a light little tap, it connects. And so yeah, let's I had to, it didn't connect, thankfully. Turned off my Bluetooth before then, but cheers, that would have been bad. Um my instance is about air energy. It's that mental energy. And the reason why I say swords goes a little bit slower than wands does, because wands is that fire energy, that quick energy. It's within your body and the action. Is because sometimes your body will move without even your mind being there. Right? It's like you're being at work and you do it and you're like, I don't even remember the work day. I forgot it was Tuesday. Like it's kind of like that energy, but your body is still operating. Your mind sometimes takes a little bit longer to catch up. You know, you can be out of a relationship, no longer living with the person, they moved on all their stuff, you know, you're no longer sneaking next to them, but mentally it's going to take a little bit longer to wrap your head around, oh yeah, they're not there. And let me help my muscle memory. You know, and it all starts with the brain. You know, it all starts with your mind. You know, so with this instance coming in, like I said, you are alleviating so much mental stress and stronghold on you being something that is not you, based off of any introduction to anybody, to anything, to any situation, no matter who it is, no matter what situation it is, you are recognizing that you are doing things for yourself, speaking out for yourself, being boldly, courageously yourself. And it is very powerful, unforgettable, right at the top. Love that. You are recognizing that. This instance is clearing out those, oh, there we go, those old thoughts, those stagnant thoughts, those foggy thoughts. It's giving you answers, it's giving you clarity, it's giving you revelations. It's like a redemption of yourself to yourself. Like an ode, a poem, which is funny. It's like I said, I was writing poems, so writing can be very significant to you. Creating energy is what you're in right now. You're just doing things for fun. You're recognizing that I'm going to need to be actively living my life because shit is going to happen all the time. That is just life. But if I'm not even living it and I'm waiting on shit to happen, it's going to make it seem way worse than what it actually is. Right? It's kind of like Steven Universe when Future, when all his friends was leaving, they were just living their life, doing things, and he couldn't mentally comprehend that. He was putting it on the same scale as when he got kidnapped, when he was on trial about to be killed. It was on the same mental scale because he wasn't able to connect with himself, know himself, and truly be involved and release those mental thoughts in comparisons to those things and not being able to see the difference. You're recognizing the difference. That's why you have I'm optimistic and positive for my future and now. Like If I'm going to be as controlling as I am, then be least controlling in a happy, joyful way. I'm actually living the life with love, right? We have revenge me. Like I said, I feel like this is really for you and yourself because we have Flow by Janelle Monet. Okay, what did I say? I said I love my lady. Featuring Sean Kitu. I believe that's how you pronounce it, but I could be wrong. But just taking that in and recognizing that the more that you do go deep into yourself, the higher you float. There's not as much weighing you down. There's not as much restricting you. And taking it in, I'm going to say these two because these are affirmations. I like to put affirmations in my decks because I do. Okay. So being able to take and recognize that in all aspects of itself. So let's go ahead and get some final messages here. 10 of Wands at the back of the deck. Oh my God, Queen of Swords, Libra. And me, I shuffle my cards after I do a reading. Whether y'all see me doing a reading or not, I need to shuffle my cards and cleanse out the energy before I use it again. So the lowest to be right there is crazy hilarious. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I did that the wrong way. Mm-mm. And it's funny because I organized these cards beforehand too. Had them cleaned, out in the sun, shuffled and everything, and now they back into disarray, which really lines up with the reading of just doing things that feel comfortable and good to you, that work for you, that you're recognizing, yes, I like this a lot better for me. I don't need to, and it's not like you can't be uncomfortable because, like I said, you're learning something new every day. You're discovering something, revelations, this understanding. Like I said, you are relieving a lot mentally. You know, you're not just prancing through the field lollygagging, like, but you are, but it's a lot more present in the moment. Not I'm doing this to get my mind off of something. I'm doing this because my mind is presently here. I want to. I want to sign that petition. I want to apply for that job, that for higher position job. I want to go ahead and travel the world with just me and my dog. Whatever it is, you're recognizing there's nothing wrong with something but how it's done. So let me go ahead and start doing it my way. What final messages do you have for them in this channel here? Mm. Okay. Anything else there before I close out the deck? I will say these cards keep wanting to come into reverse. And I feel like that's, again, I keep going back to that mental. You recognizing, rebelling even against your own thoughts, your own previous ideas. I feel like you're changing a lot of even your own moral complexities. Things are really turning on its head. And the fact that you also only have one sword coming out, and it came up right, is letting me know that you are alleviating something that has been really weighing on you mentally, keeping you up, can't sleep. It's almost like it's pulling on your intuition. All right. As you see, she's like getting sucked by the moon. She's like getting entranced, going towards the swords. And it's like you feel like your intuition at some points were leading you in the wrong way, in the wrong direction. But as soon as you realize, no, I'm shifting things. I'm making things for me. I'm doing things for me. I don't want this here. It's even like me. I recently just moved. It's like, okay, I don't want to set my home in case people come over. And it's just like, no. Because that's how I used to think when I was growing up, for other people. Because there was always siblings coming in the room. There was always a cousin. There was always siblings. Church siblings. That's how I felt. Everybody coming in. So it's just like, but now it's like, this is me and my home, my space, my energy. How do I want to walk into it when I wake up in it in the morning? And that's why I'm very big on feng shui, changing shit around. And I feel like you're mentally again there of being like, I'm just going to change and shift things in the way that I need and want to, because that's what works best for me. Which leads into these wands energy, the nine and the seven of wands. If I can pick it up. Nine and seven of wands of literally getting out of something. This person is literally at a maze. He's right at the end. She's actually there right at the end because they are right at the end, and they're just taking a break. They're taking a rest. They're taking a moment, which does lead up to the next card. They're just taking a moment after coming through this maze. And the reason why I'm saying maze is because that's how it's described in the book when I got it. So it's like there go the stairs leading into the light. It's just like, okay, I'm not in the dark. I'm taking this period of reflection, but at the end, I'm out of it. And it almost looks like what was once covering their face is now in the back of their head. Isn't that cool? That is fucking amazing. It looks like what was right here covering their face, almost like that veil energy that we see with the Libra card up front with the Queen of Swords. Again, that mental energy of like hiding and being in a disarray of self. It's like, no. Now I can use that to protect myself because, having like your crown covered, which leads to feel like your intuition was being pulled in different ways, different directions. Oh, let's be in different directions and different stakes of things. And it's just like, no, I'm out of here. I'm actively moving myself out of this discourse, out of this disarray. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, it did come out in reverse, but I feel like this is not your energy. This is what I'm going to say, it was almost your energy. Almost this tight fist, clenched energy if you've been dealing with things in the financial realm or career realm, or just being seen like an authority figure. So you can be a soon-to-be mother. And so that sort of means seen in some type of light in some way where you have to lead. We're kind of having some confliction with this energy of not being as open and expressive, as vigorous as you could be, and as widely intuitive as you know you can be, not just on the material realm, but on your mental and physical realm as well. So I feel like this is where your energy was, especially with this being Capricorn energy, that being in the spotlight, being seen while still being centered of self was a little bit of a struggle, which is where you get the hangman energy in reverse as well, where it felt like this waiting period was a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of a push, but you recognize that with the nine and the seven of wands coming in here, no, this is not the energy that I want to hold on to. This is not what is truly me. Right now, I'm just waiting. I'm in that nine of nine of wands energy, and it's truly encapsulating me, right? Because we have the sun energy coming in here for you. Those vibrant relationships, those fun social situations that okay with being seen, glowing, they're literally nude. Okay, they are okay with being not only physically open and expressive, but there's nothing mentally weighing them down, spiritually weighing them. Like you are recognizing the more that I center myself, the more I am the sun of my own solar system. I don't have to worry so much about controlling every little thing when I recognize that I can always control myself. I can help ease my thoughts. I can help recognize that. With this King of Cups coming in reverse, this Scorpio energy, So we know that it's the death of something, but also the ending of feeling like you aren't worthy of some things. Like it says, I accept miracle. I expect miracles. I attract miracles. I create miracles, and I accept miracles because I am one. And you're recognizing that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of partnership. And you are worthy of that duality of being more than just what you feel like yourself could be. You are rebelling against that. We got Taurus energy right on top of the high priestess energy for you. And it's coming in strong and prominent of recognizing I'm a master manifester, I'm a master creator, and I can trust in myself because I'm always with myself. Like, if I couldn't trust, like, what is going, like, I'm always here with myself. I have to. I have to be able to rely on me. I have to be able to rely on the spiritual team that I chose, if you so chose one, to rely on myself, to rely on the decisions I made, the accountability I possibly need to take, whatever it is. I can do that. I can change my mind. I can rely that when I change my mind, it's because I really want and need to. It works for me. And recognizing that. Yeah, temperance energy. This, yes, yes. Come on now. You are taking more than just what is expected, the Sag energy, taking more, and you're combining its elements for something big, something powerful, something amazing and great. Again, this Capricorn energy is coming in, this double energy, being more obsessive with the thought of yourself, obsessive with the thought of how am I cultivating and creating my life. The Scorpio energy, again, the ending of something, like I said, the ending of feeling like I'm not worthy of blessings, of change, of shifting dynamics. I can keep going because we got the four wands, rejuvenation, refreshment, metamorphosis. Yeah, so come on, we can keep going, we can keep going, but you are changing everything by truly being yourself. And this is a piece of hair that's messing with my mind. Yeah. Truly being yourself and recognizing that. You may have took some moments, like I said, with the swords. Mentally, it took you a while to recognize that, but daily affirmations possibly that you say, listening to music, chilling, taking those naps where you want to, shaking ass, going out, whatever it is that, again, you have been doing. For you, it has been working. You're not waiting on somebody else to tell you, yes, you can have fun. Yes, you can enjoy life. Yes, you are worthy of abundance and grace. Yes, you are worthy of honor. Yes, you are worthy of being seen. Yes, and it's just like, no, I'm just going to do it. People may not like the way I do it, but shit, I'm a rebel. I'm out here. I'm out here in these streets. Okay. Let us, when you guys is reading, I don't know what to title this. Who knows? But yeah, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your week. This feels like a timeless reading because the energy was quite timeless. And until next time, y'all. Until next time.